Hello everyone, this is Neme with Family Travel Africa, and today I am joined by my two sons, Aze'e and Aze'e, and we're all smiles. So Aze'e, what are we going to talk about today?
The alligators versus the crocodiles.
Nice. We are going to talk about the differences between alligators and crocodiles. So Aze'e, we live in Florida, and in Florida you have alligators. And if you happen to go to the University of Florida, you become a gator. And we are definitely gator fans. At least half of us are gator fans. So Aze'e, let's share what we learned about these differences. So before we get into the differences between alligators and crocodiles, let's talk about what makes them so confusing. They look kind of alike, right?
But they have different shape of jaws.
So the reason they look alike is because they are related to dinosaurs. So they are the closest relatives to dinosaurs, and they look very similar. They kind of have the same body type,
but
right?
Not the same jaws.
Not the same jaws. So you're already touching on some of those big differences. Let's talk about the 7 big differences then, okay, between alligators and crocodiles. So one of the big differences is the color, right? So as alligators are dark green.
Shiny dark green.
Shiny dark green, and the crocodiles, they can be
green, brown, black, speckled.
Yeah, they can be all that. And you have the pictures that show you see the speckled color of the crocodile there. And so that's one of the big differences. I think we lost one of our video participants, so he went the other way. The next difference is the size. So who's bigger? Alligators or crocodiles?
Alligators.
Alligators are smaller.
Huh? Oh.
Yes, you knew that. Alligators are smaller. They can get up to 20 feet long, and they can weigh up to 1,000 pounds. That's very heavy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what about the crocodile? The crocodile is bigger than the alligator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it can weigh up to 2,300 pounds. That was a typo at 23 pounds.
When I said the alligators, I said the crocodile was bigger.
Yeah, the crocodile is bigger.
Then why did you say the alligator is bigger?
No, the crocodiles are bigger.
No,
Remember that. If I did, I made a mistake. Because the crocodiles are on average bigger and longer too. So even up to 6 feet longer than an adult alligator. So that's a lot.
You mean the boy adult or girl?
Well, that's a good point, because the boys, the males, are on average bigger than the girls, the females. Yeah.
But the males that are alligators are bigger than the crocodiles that are males.
So it is possible. Yeah, you can have a male alligator that is bigger than an average sized crocodile. Absolutely. Yeah, you're right. One thing you really wanted to talk about, Aze'e, because it's one of the biggest differences you can see between the crocodile and the alligator, and it's its snout, right?
Yeah, the alligator has a U, but the crocodile has a V.
So which one is which? The one on the left has got to be
crocodile.
You just said the alligator has a U. I think the one on the left is more U-shaped.
Alligator.
So the one on the left has got to be the alligator, and the one on the right is
crocodile.
Because it's more V-shaped, right? Yeah. So we learned that the alligator is less powerful. So when it bites, it's more like a crushing kind of pressure. But when the crocodile bites, because its teeth are also sharper and it's got more pressure, it tears.
Like two tigers are fighting for the meat, tearing. That actually happens.
Did you see that?
No, I haven't seen the tigers, but lions.
Yeah, you've seen lions. So we can also see here that the alligator has less pressure in its bite. And you remember how I was talking to you about the pressure in a small square inch.
Mm-hmm.
So you see that PSI, that 2,500 PSI, is a way of measuring pressure. That PSI is the pressure per square inch. So a needle, a sharp needle, has more pressure per square inch compared to my finger here.
Oh.
So 2,500 and 3,700. Yeah. So who's got more?
Crocodile.
Crocodile. Crocodile's got more pressure to it. So that's a very, very rough bite if you ever got bit by a crocodile. Even an alligator. I mean, that's a lot of pressure.
But if you had an alligator pet and you had a friend that had a crocodile, if you said, let's do a race, the alligator would win because it's faster.
So the alligator is faster on average, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that also has to do with the fact that it's lighter.
Yeah.
So for short distances, if we had a race between your pet alligator and Say's pet crocodile, I think your alligator would win. Yeah, across the finish line. Very short distance, not long. Neither one of them can go long distances. Yeah. So where can we find these alligators and crocodiles now that you want a pet alligator and you want a pet crocodile? So the alligators can be found where?
North America and China.
Yeah, so even in North America, it's like in the south,
Yeah.
like in Florida. Maybe as far north as the Carolinas, you can find some alligators.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, they like warmer temperatures, right?
But so warm here because we're kind of close to the equator.
That's right. So Florida is closer to equator, so it's definitely warmer.
Africa, way hotter.
Africa, you have the equator go right through it there. Yeah, so the crocodiles you'll find in Asia, in Africa, where else? Central America, Malaya, Indonesia.
Where's Malaya?
That's the region where you would also have Malaysia, which is the country, one of the countries in the Malaya region. So it's also warmer. And you can also find in North Australia. Yeah? Yeah.
Mama, but Mama, Eliza lives in there. She doesn't live there, but her daddy does.
Yeah, he's from Australia.
But not North, the real Australia.
I'm not sure where in Australia he's from. We should ask him.
Yeah.
Right. So alligators supposedly are not as aggressive, right?
Like T-Rexes.
Oh, that you had to go back to the dinosaurs, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if I want a pet alligator.
I do. No, but Daddy had a pet snake when he was in high
Yeah,
school.
I think your Uncle Joe still has pet snakes. Yeah. Yeah, so usually the alligators will become aggressive when they feel threatened or if they think you're coming after their babies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So stay away. So let's talk about the number of species. Now we know that they both came from dinosaurs, alligators and crocodiles. And so the alligators have less species. Mm-hmm. And you know the crocodiles came before the alligators.
Mm-hmm.
So how many species do the crocodiles have?
13.
13. What's really interesting is we found out that the red-eyed crocodile is a species of a skink and not a crocodile species. So it's a different type of reptile. And you see I put a picture with a bunch of different types of reptiles. So reptiles, you know, you have snakes and lizards. And do you even see they have some dinosaur looking, yep.
Yeah. Oh, python.
And the python is there, and you have some amphibians, so you have the frogs. All right, well that kind of wraps up our 7 major differences. So Aze'e, I'm gonna ask the question. Are you ready?
Yes.
You have to tell me, is this a crocodile or is it a gator?
A gator.
Are you sure?
Yes, very sure.
Tell me why.
U-shaped mouth. It's not.
Okay, so it looks U-shaped, but we are looking head on. But so it looks U-shaped. What about its color? Tell me about the color.
It's
shiny, isn't it?
shiny green,
Yeah.
black speckled.
It's not speckled.
I know, but his back is.
Shiny green. And what else about it? You see those teeth?
Sticking out. One is up and one all the way down.
Oh my goodness, it looks like our presentation is putting your baby brother to sleep. And the good news is we're done with our presentation.
Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Until next time, this is Aze'e with Family Travel Africa.
With Baby Bear.
Bye-bye.
I hope you like my video. Yes, you do. Subscribe. Share it.